Alright, let's run it. We gonna do a little bit of back testing for bro, for you, CJ. All right, I'm gonna just think out loud a little bit, uh, and make this back testing video. Okay, so new day. Just kind of looking at where price has been, where price is going. So kind of looking at Monday's price action, we were really bullish, going into Tuesday. And I'm gonna drop it down to the 30 minutes so we can look at like sessions and stuff. But just looking at this, because price went so far up, uh, I don't know if you have gotten to this part of like the video and stuff of liquidity, but price moves. There's really three ways that price like wants to move to chase liquidity. It's either to rebalance fair value gaps, rebalance equilibrium. So like in this move right here, if you get the gone box, go from like this low up to like the high right there. 50% is right here. So anything in this area down here is a discount. Anything up here is premium. We want to be buying in discount. Which, and I'm gonna like kind of run through the process as we get into the day. But considering how price wants to move, it could want to seek liquidity in equilibrium, which is also in this hourly fair value gap. 1 hour and 4 hour fair value gaps are key liquidity zones or key like points that we really want to be looking at. So let's get rid of this. Um, and really, once we hit like these objectives right here, it's hard to really take any trade in here unless it's a long. We can take shorts down to here, but we can't really take longs until we hit either one of these. But there is unfilled hourly down here and down here. Now, like you don't necessarily want to um, really be aiming for these. Like once we hit these targets right here, like really we'll call it. But okay, so let's look. So yeah, so Asia session, London session were quite bearish on the day or overnight. So really, once we and this is also a 30-minute fair value gaps down here. So again, like same kind of thing. And then session lows are also really important. So like it might want to completely fill down here, right? So that's kind of what we'll be looking for. Let's hop in the 15-minute, see what we got. And then so going through like pre-market analysis, we do have London highs and session highs are very high liquidity pools. So Asia high and London high have not like been swept. It was just complete dump overnight. So really, once we could really be waiting for two things, right? And this is perfect. Let's hop in the. We're gonna mark this out, right? Because remember, fair value gaps, 5 and 15-minute fair value gaps are gonna be really big. Targets to come back to fair value gaps are magnets. So we could either wait for price to come back into this 15-minute, or we'll see. Because, okay, let's hop in the 5-minute, right? And let's get to, so we're in this 9. Okay, perfect. So we don't have a 5-minute fair value gap, but we did just tap into this 15-minute. Now we do have 15-minute equal highs up here which is internal high. So either price will want to come back, sweep this, and we do have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. So price could definitely want to come back, sweep this, and then go down to these hourly fair value gaps. Um, how do I go and play that? Okay, just remember, I'm not going to make new things for it, but just remember that these are tapping into this. This is a 1 hour for value gap. It's a little small one, but it was there. And then there's a like this fat one right over here crossing this one. So these two lines are going to be like key objectives. Um, but let's see what market does as it opens. So New York, holy, holy. Okay, so we definitely could be looking for longs up to there. If we get a 15-minute close, but we're gonna let it do its thing and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, yeah, see, so I don't want to go to the 15-minute chart because I know it's gonna like show me too much. And I don't want to have that like bias. But just know that this 15-minute for value gap got tapped into. It did not close within. So, and this could really, and it tapped into this 5 minute, and it, let's see. I don't know if you've got into SMTs yet, but let's see if we got an SMT. Oh, nah, hell no. Okay, bet. So we're still just very, very bearish. So and remember we want to be trading the trend. So higher time frame overnight bearish, higher time frame 15 minute very bearish. Okay, it didn't tell me too much right here, but if you see this 15-minute did not close. So we're respecting this bearish gap. So let's hop back in the 5 minute. Um, and I just want to see. Wow, no way. Okay, taking a trade. Okay, that's not going to give me a 1 or 2 minute chart. So this is going to be very like so we'll kind of see what happens. Let's see. Okay, this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice. Uh oh, this is actually really lovely. That's actually really lovely. Now the thing is, see, but there's no 5 minutes, so it just makes it so ugly to take. We actually are gonna wait for one more, just cause, and it's hard to really backtest like this when you can't see the 1 minute. But yeah, see, I wouldn't even want to have taken that just yet. But let's see. And it's not going to give me the 2 minute, but it'll give me a 3 minute. Okay, great. So we did sweep out. Let's just wait, right? Because this is being respected. Let's see what this next one does. Okay. We're still respecting this bearish one, but if we do end up disrespecting this 3 minute fair value gap that's right here, and we can honestly get rid of this 15 minute because like we know that if it if it breaks above this point, then we can take longs up to London, Asia, and honestly even previous day highs, which are right here. We can mark this out, previous day high, and those are all very strong liquidity pools. Now I am going to remove this so the chart can be just a little bit cleaner. All right, now let's see what it does. Yep, and let's see what ES is doing. Let me get on the 5 minute chart. Um, yep. I really do like longs off of this. Really do like longs off of this. Okay, so let's do this. Now this is gonna be kind of big. Well, now we can try longs. Uh, Usually you just want to go for like a 1-to-1. And honestly, let me just do that just so I'm not like bullshitting here. Show you how to do this correctly instead of wrong. So let's do this and we can just like hit it with 5, like whatever. Um, put stop loss under the swing low, take profit at this equal high up here, and we'll do break even right here. Hell yeah, move this to break even. So now we're in a risk-free trade. Okay, so break even there, which really, here, let me see. Damn, that shit is actually kind of crazy. If I didn't move to break even right there, it would have hit full TP. So Let me see. Honestly, I guess break even maybe should have been. Now that I'm looking at it, I should have just had that break even point up here if it would let me hit that. Should have maybe just had break even right there. I think that was a little bit too quick. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have if I could see the 1 minute chart. Um, but okay, so to like fully like okay, so obviously we were bearish. So why did I take a long? Because if you look at it, we have so many unfilled uh bearish fair value gaps. Like we have this one right here. And higher time frame, yes, we're like very bearish. But if you look at overnight, from like right there, we left a lot of fair value gaps, and not only that, but we left a lot of these internal swing highs. So like this was like a great target, honestly. Uh, this one, even this one, and then obviously this unfilled. So really, we could have taken it maybe to like even up here. And honestly, watch this, bro. Watch this. See, so like, and remember, this right here was London session high, and then I don't know if I have the Asia session. Let me see. That's not what I meant. That's not an SMT. Asia session high, right? So session highs and lows are very high draws on liquidity. Previous high, like yeah, all of that would have been hit. So just fully understanding that and like longs did make sense, and now like it is a little bit like we didn't tap into these hourly, so that's kind of like a discretionary play. But anyways, that's that day. Let's go to the next day. So we'll just call it break even that day, even though like in an actual day, I don't think I would have gone break even that early. But just following rules and everything, we'll still call it break even. All right, next day, let's see. And where I'm back testing 2024. I've already done 2025 and I've journaled all of that. So I didn't really want to redo it just because I kind of know what's up with that. Okay. So we're still, so now, okay. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. I am leaning quite bearish. I think because remember these hourly gaps down here, we still haven't tapped into these. And then we do have this right here. This is going to be previous day low, or really this is previous day low down here. Previous day low right there. So that is a great target, even though I don't necessarily like I wouldn't necessarily want to take that. This is going to be a uh, internal low. That would be honestly a great target unless we just like dump hard. And now let's look for yeah. And honestly, we have like this unfilled uh gap right here. So that's like another great draw on liquidity. Now we do have the skinny ass like 15-minute gap right here, which we could just take this internal high and any swing point that is resting inside of a 5 or 15 minute fair value gap is great internal low resistance liquidity, right? Because you always want to think about it this way. Okay, let me mark this as internal high. Same with this one. And you always want to be thinking, mm-mm-mm. And you always want okay, and like we also did just sweep like London lows. So I mean, like it's very like you gotta wait and see what the market is giving you. And like this gap being so skinny, like I would either want to see Okay, actually, here, let's just see what price does, right? But we have draws on liquidity down here, even previous day low, which is a great target. But at the same time, you also want to remember that London session on both ES and NQ has not been taken. So going up there would not be like a bad play, right? Type shit. Okay. Okay, so we took out this internal high, right? And we closed down here. So now, and it's not going to give me 1 minute on or 2 minute. It'll give me a 3 minute. That's so shady, bro. That's so shady. Not actually. I could probably pay for it, but I ain't gonna do it. Okay, okay, cool, 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 cool. So we can get rid of this. So now we have this 5 minute fair value gap right here. And again, like I wish I could see the 1 minute. And I'm gonna just fully type that out. To actually see what price is doing. In like micro trend. But let's just see, right? Okay. Okay. So we tapped into it. If we get price to break above this, which I'm gonna actually mark this out. I'm gonna actually mark this out. Uh, uh, um, CISD. Okay. CISD. We'll save that. Okay, cool. So now let's run it. So we filled all of this. Also, if we like, we also have this 5 minute down here. Let's see if we just tapped into all. Okay, so we haven't yet, but like we're going to. It does look like we tapped into all of this, came back and closed down here. So I'm still looking like I think it's still gonna be longs that we're looking for. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, this is actually 5 minute trades are gonna be so ass. I would hate to take a 5 minute trade. Hate to take a 5 minute trade. I don't know if we tapped into that. Okay, bet. Okay, we're gonna take this 5 minute. We're gonna take 5 minute. We can get rid of this. We can take this 5 minute. We'll put stops. Honestly, like down here. I don't really. Again, like 1 minute, your stop loss is gonna be a lot better because you can actually see like 1 minute swing points and that sort of stuff. But we're gonna take this up to London High because London High is gonna be that session liquidity that we're aiming for. And the reason why I'm taking this trade, right? Because this, I'm gonna get rid of this real quick. This 5 minute bearish fair value gap got disrespected, right? Um, And then we did have, okay, let me see. Oh, I love this. Okay, bet, bet, bet. And then we do have a SMT right here with ES, right? So what does an SMT mean? So ES did not sweep this swing low, did not take this swing low. And this is gonna be whoa. I guess we'll just go low resistance liquidity, I guess, for now. But really, it wouldn't even be that. It's just like a swing low, just like. Okay, bye. And it also did not disrespect this 5 minute, right? So, and this is where the SMT from there to there, that's going to be the SMT right there, right? So an SMT, if you haven't learned already, an SMT is whenever one asset, either ES or NQ, for this example, ES made a higher high while NQ made a lower high, which means NQ is the lagging asset. Uh, is the lagging asset, and because they're correlated assets, right? ES and NQ are correlated assets because ES has already made that higher high. This confirms that SMT. Um, so let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Stop loss down here. Take profit up there. Bet. Let's run it. And then we'll run the break even right there. Not right there. Right there. And this will be our break even point. Right, let's run it. And let me get rid of this right here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Move to break even. We'll put that right there. Uh, there we go. All right. Cool. So it did take a second. I actually wonder if this took all session. Damn, my tricep hurting. Yeah, if I can reach it. There we go. Damn. Okay. So. It did. God damn, bro. It did take a second. But it did get to London highs. I guess I wouldn't necessarily. Damn. I guess. I wonder what Wednesday, January 24th. This isn't really like a volatile day. Like usually London session would have taken it pretty quickly. Uh, like nowadays, like I don't know, 60 point move. We're having like 300 point moves these days. So, but anyways, you could have also probably just taken this internal high, which honestly probably would have been like a better bet because it was a high resting between in this 15 minute. Right, so it wouldn't have been bad to even. And if you did, was that still a 1-to-1? Yeah, and it was still a 1-to-1. So that would have been like a great trade. And honestly, it probably would have been more considering like if I had the 1 minute data points, we probably would have been able to see a little bit more. But I think that explanation should have made the most sense, right? Because we swept London, we had a SMT at the lows, a bullish SMT. We're respecting bullish gaps. We're disrespecting bearish gaps. Dude, I'm not gonna make it with this fucking tricep, bro. And like we're like disrespecting these, disrespecting this one, disrespecting all those. So like it makes sense for price to keep wanting to go higher, right? Because uh, if we're looking at trends, we have this downtrend going right here. And honestly, like we would call that like its own thing. And then once we start making this like high, which the entry point was here, let me hop on the 5 minute. Um whatever, you get the point. Like this right here, right? We already broke or I guess we didn't break it. I would call this like a break of structure really. Like once we got to like right there, like that first bullish one, like right here, um, that one, I would say that's like a break of structure, in a market structure shift, right? So all we were waiting for was either a pullback into 5 or 15 minute for value gap into taking longs. And honestly, we got an S&T, which is probably like one of the best confluences to get to like add confirmation to your trade. So beautiful trade. I'm gonna do, how long is this video going right now? 24 minutes. I'll do one more. I will do one more. Let's run up one more. All right. All right. Listen. Okay, but I'm actually gonna look at the. Damn, bro. Let me go back here. I need to get like 4x factor or something. Okay, I already know where price is gonna go. for this day, unfortunately, but I was already thinking it. I was already thinking it. But we'll still run it. I'll still explain why. All right. So we're very bullish. We're very, very bullish. We're in this 15-minute gap. So as a condition going into oh, actually, no, 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 hold on. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I guess I don't know. Woo-hoo-hoo. But okay, so if you look, right, we're very, very bullish right here, and I'm not gonna switch it to a different time frame just because it actually will tell me what the day will do. But if you look at this previous day low to the high up here, we are in we are in this discount, right? We are in this discount. Um and like we are in this equilibrium, right? Like we made this crazy move up. We fixed the imbalance, right? We fixed this imbalance. Now, either let's hop in the 5 minute. Let's hop in the 5 minute and let's see what we're doing, right? Comfortably, I would be okay taking longs up to here. But I would need to see a 5 or 15-minute bullish for value gap, tap into, and then go back up. And I really hope you've gotten to the strategy video, just so this kind of makes sense. But and if I'm gonna post this on my YouTube, but if you so my strategy that I use is not my own. I'm not gonna take credit for it. I use a mix of PB Blake and PB trading, like Patrick and Blake strategy. Like sometimes I'll use the mech model. Sometimes I'll just use Patrick's. Most of the time, my main strategy is Patrick's strategy with discretion. I have been trading for like a year now, so I do have chart experience, at least enough to where I have decent discretion. Um, but let's get into it. Let's get into this day. So we have now. I will say, if we just either pre-market or like first 15 minutes of market open, we disrespect this gap, we can obviously be looking for longs, get a 5 or 15-minute tap into, and look for some longs. But let's see what happens. What time? Okay, bet. Cool. And it did break above this 5 minute. So that's perfect. Okay, so it disrespected this 5 minute, first 5 minutes of market open. So we definitely will be looking for longs. I don't want to take shorts at this point. Um, so now let's see if we can get a setup. We make that, and we disrespect that. Okay. Oh, this might tell me too much. This might tell me too much. Okay, so this is going to be a great example of like kind of like an in between. So we're in this 15-minute. We didn't break above this 15-minute bearish fair value gap right here. If I can get to it. This 15-minute, we did not break above it. And at the same time, we did not, like either asset, like we didn't take this high right here on ES or NQ. So that's not a liquidity sweep. Like we haven't swept anything. It's a failure swing. And now we do have, let's get rid of this. And now we do have this 15-minute. We do have this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So on this day, it's very like we gotta see how price is moving. Now I'm still just because it closed under this 5 minute, I'm not gonna change my bias to bearish. Um, just because there's no structure for bearish right now, especially considering how bullish we were overnight. And really, this move down could have just been a very aggressive sweep of liquidity. down to like these fair value gaps. I know there was a 15-minute down there too. Uh, but let's see what price does here. Okay. Okay, so we made this 5 minute. So again, this is very like but I will say at the same time we are in equal like very discount price right here. So I would have to really see. Okay, we got another one. We're in this 5 minute right here. Oh, wow. Okay, so damn it. I wish it didn't do that because I wonder if I would have. So it made this 5 minute. We get a tap into right here, and there might have been a like 1 minute inverse for value gap in this leg right here. And there was probably a CISD there too. Like there was probably a whole bunch. Uh, and it's not going to give me the 1 or 2 minute chart, which is so annoying. Uh, but let's just say that we do have, and we'll just for like whatever, we'll just do it here and just go for a 1 to 1 down to these previous day lows, which actually would be solid right there. Um, and we'll take this, but again, this is very like, I don't think I would take, like, I would have already been in the trade at this point in time. Uh, like there would have been something like there would have been an inverse or a CISD right there in this 5 minute fair value gap. Let me draw this out too, just to show you what I'm talking about right here. Because we didn't disrespect this, right? But we're disrespecting 5 minute fair value gap. There was a 5 minute there, there was a 5 minute there, there was a little 5 minute there, and we're disrespecting all that, right? So I don't even think this is such a shitty because like this also would have been my break even down here. Like I would have been in the trade. Anyways, let's just see what happens here. Right. So cool. It would have been like after it would have been after the session ended anyways. But again, I would have taken a 1 to 1 a little bit earlier. Yeah, it's cool though. It's cool though. So if you can see, considering how bullish we were right here, we did have to. Now we were in this discount, and we didn't really take this swing up here. So like I was obviously bullish, but at the same time, you don't want to marry your bias. You want to be very reactionary when you are trading. And we had clear structure, bearish structure to take a short. And we started disrespecting bullish and we started respecting bearish. So the short made sense, you know, and our TP, our take profit being at this previous day low, because you want to remember previous day lows, session highs and lows, previous day highs and lows, like those are very high draws on liquidity. So that is a great, like this is an A plus trade. Again, I think I would have been entered like up here somewhere and I probably would not have necessarily aimed for down here. I would have taken a 1 to 1 a little bit higher, which probably would have been like this first swing that it made down here. Probably would have caught it like down there somewhere. But anyways, overall, like very very good trade, very good like patience on just waiting for the right setup to appear. So that's three trades when break even on the first one and then full take profit on the second two. I'm gonna post this just completely uncut. I hope you watch through this. Hopefully, if you got something out of it, and if there's any questions, just drop it in the comment section, and I'm gonna be looking, and I'm gonna actually try to post more videos. And uh, if you do need a full video on liquidity, I will make it. But at this point in time, like there's so many liquidity videos, like ICT liquidity videos. And like I mentioned before, my model is based around PB trading and PB Blake's models. So, and honestly, they've been in the game for much longer. I'm not like by any means like a mentor or someone that is saying that is like whatever. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm quite literally just, if you come across this video and you watch it, just trying to help out anyone and everyone that does, click on the video. If this helped and if you want to see more backtesting videos, let me know. I probably like will start doing trade recaps on my like morning session trades, just as like a journal for myself, and hopefully if it helps someone else, I would love that too. But we'll end it here. We'll end with the little typity type. Let me see. Fuck. Oh, this shit is laggy, bruh. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Let me get to this.